Hello, 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 you guys. If you can hear and see me clearly, drop a one in the chat box. If you can hear and see me clearly, drop a one in the chat box. Let me make sure y'all can hear me and y'all can see me before we officially get started. Oh, okay, we here. Okay, so I seen. Okay. Y'all, I am excited. It's 2024, and this is the very first Money Shot Monday of 2024. We lit. Where the OGs at? If you're drop OG in the chat box. If you're a Money Shot Monday OG, where y'all at? If you're OG, I know y'all are like, what the hell is going on? Why in the world are we on YouTube? Where is Zoom at? Everything is switched up. But you guys, I am changing some things up just to make sure that you guys can have a more valuable experience. Y'all are gonna see some things pop up on the screen throughout the call. No, I can't see you guys' faces, which is so unfortunate. I actually don't like that aspect of this. It's kind of making me feel a little uncomfortable because I like seeing y'all. It makes it all the more fun. But what I do want to do is make sure you guys are able to take notes during this call. Y'all are receiving the information on screen as we're going about. And I found the system. So I was like, let me implement it. If it doesn't work, we can switch it back. If it does work, we're going to stick to this. Additionally, you guys, this system is going to allow me to easily share this content seamlessly. So you will be able to access this immediately on YouTube after. So do not sweat it if you aren't able to take full notes because this will be recorded and posted. And also, yeah, like I said, y'all are going to be getting banner images. So of all the information. So I'm excited. But bear with me today, you guys. Because this is the first time using the system. So yeah, but we're gonna do what it do. We're gonna make it work. But I'm excited, y'all. I will be, like I said, I'll be dropping some banners down below. So make sure you're paying attention to what's going on so you can see as things are coming along. But you guys, this is the first Money Shot Monday, and I'm literally on 10. Today we're going to be talking about starting your photography business in 2024. Y'all, I want to know who I'm talking to. Drop a I'm gonna say a number in the chat box, but just pay attention to what number I'm gonna be saying, okay? Drop a one if you're like a hobbyist photographer. Like you just do this for fun. Like I'm not really trying to like make money off of this. This is just like, oh, my screen is bouncing. Okay, that's because I was shaking my desk. I'm sorry. I'm not really trying to make money off of this. Like, I'm really just here to have fun and just really enjoy myself and enjoy the skill set and just evolve in that way. Okay, okay, we got one person. We got one person. All right, two. Photography is your side hustle. Right now, it's like I have my main thing, but I just do this on the side for extra stream of income. It's not, and if you're in that category, there's nothing wrong with that. Drop a two in the chat box if you feel like you fall under that category. You're the person where you're like, photography is just like my side thing. Like I'm not even trying to make it a full-time thing. I just want to get better as a side hustle. If that's you, drop a two. Okay, okay, we got a few people. We got a few people. All right, last but not least, I'm trying to go all in on this. I'm passionate about photography. I want to make this my full-time thing. I love this. I'm serious about being in this, being a part of this business and being in this space. Where are you at? If you're a three, drop a three in the chat box. Let me know. Let me know who's a three. Who's a three? Okay, Aisha says she's a three. Who else? Okay, Marcella says she's a three. Kitty says she's a two and a three. She's a two and a three. Kitty, I need some more information. Drop more in the chat box. Let us know. Okay, she said fiercely said I'm two trying to become a three. That's what I'm talking about. Kayla captures. Kayla, we already know what's up. She said I'm trying to be a three. Elevation at its best. Oh, okay, I like it, Nisha. I like it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Jennifer said I'm a three, baby. She's a three. She's like I'm trying to. This is trying to be my. I'm trying to be full time with this. Let's go. Let's go. So we got a good handful of people who are like, I'm serious about being in this business. And honestly, guys, that is why I love Money Shot Mondays. And that's why I call it Money Shot Mondays, because here is where we focus on, and y'all do a lot of hand talking, so bear with me, but it's okay. This is how I focus. Here's where we focus on to going from being a hobbyist to being serious about our business and really making money in this space, because there is a lot of money to be made and it's enough for everybody. So that's why we do not gatekeep over here. We do not gatekeep because there's way too much money to be made and way too much success in this space for you guys to have access to. So that's why we're here to share information. If you are a three, I need to make sure, if you are a two or a three, either one, if you're a two or a three, I need you to make sure you have your notepad and paper out. You're taking notes and you're really paying attention. You're eliminating all your distractions, because I have a slew of notes for you guys and a slew of information for you guys to really take yourself from being the person who might be booking one or two jobs per week or zero jobs per week to going full time with this, because it's possible. It's very possible. I've been doing it for about, oh my God, I've been doing this for about 3 years now, full time hobbyist. I was a hobbyist for about 3 years prior to that, so 6 years in total around this. Yeah, Jesus, that's crazy to say. Time goes by so fast. So if I can do it, and I don't even think that I'm the best photographer there is, but I know it's possible, you guys. You just got to take the information, and the second part of it is just apply it. Apply, right? Don't be on this call taking in all the information and then don't do nothing with it. The biggest key and the biggest point of this, you guys, is to apply the information. So without further ado, no more motivation. I already know y'all are motivated enough. Let's get started. Y'all, what we're going to be talking about today, we're going to be breaking up starting your photography business. We're going back to the basics. So even if you've known this information before, even if you've heard it before, we're going to go over it again and reiterate it and go into detail on the key things that you need to be doing if you want to start your photography business in 2024. All right, so getting straight into it. Y'all, we have, like I said, we have 5 different categories that we'll be talking about today. Starting out with one, I think that is super important and that we've all heard before. But we're going to start with talking about building your portfolio. I think that is so, so important. You guys, like I said, before I even started going full time, before I even started booking clients, y'all, I was shooting almost every single day, if not 2 to 3 times per week. Y'all, I was saying this the other day to another photography colleague of mine. Y'all might know him, Stefan X. I was like, you know what? I wonder what separates a lot of people from what separates someone who is full-time in this and really successful as a photographer versus someone who is still like struggling or not really booking like that is that you don't have to be motivated to go shoot. It's that simple. You do not have to be motivated to go get up and get out there and go shoot and go build your portfolio. Y'all, that is oh yes, please make sure you hit the like button. Sorry, I'm like simultaneously reading the comment section. But you guys, building your portfolio is so important, if not the most important thing of your business in no matter what stage of photography you're in. Um, when I first, like I said, when I first got started, I was just building my portfolio just for fun. And I think that that phase is super important because key things that's going to happen when you're building your portfolio just for fun, you're not looking to book clients, you're not looking to do anything else but to improve your skill set, is one, you simply do just improve your skill set. Two, you find your style. Finding, don't skip over the phase of building and just shooting just to shoot, shooting for free, shooting for fun, because that is such an important period of just figuring out what you want to do, who do you want to serve, and who do you want to be as an artist all around. And when you find your style, y'all, that's going to make it 10 times easier for people to find you and people to want to connect with you because they value you because of the style and the uniqueness that you bring to the space. So be confident in what you're shooting and what you're doing as you are even just playing around, right? Every shoot doesn't have to be that shoot or that great of a, that project that's going to book you the $1 million project like that. It doesn't have to be like that. You just have fun with it and really genuinely just work on your craft. Now, let's take it one step further. After you spend some time having fun and shooting around, this is when you want to, the next step of building your portfolio is being intentional, right? So step two of that is just being intentional. We're still talking about building your portfolio, but now we're going to talk about how to take intentional action when you are like done having fun and you want to get really serious with your shooting. Okay, cool. Actually, I missed the banner, y'all. Like I said, bear with me. I'm just taking this one step at a time. But one point I did want to say is when you start being intentional, don't overthink your way out of action or don't overthink yourself out of action. Drop me in the chat box if you're an overthinker. I have bad ADHD. I literally overthink everything, you guys. Like it has paralyzed me sometimes overthinking, and sometimes I just be having to say F it and just go and start doing stuff. But if you're an overthinker like me, drop a me in the chat box. Yes. Okay, cool. So even though we're talking about being intentional and how to show up for our business and start shooting intentionally to book the clients that we want to serve, um don't start to overthink your way out of actually taking action. I'd rather you like take faulty action or be unintentional than to not take action at all. That's going to be the number one factor that's going to do you the most disservice, is not taking action. Okay, so then getting more into talking about being intentional, how to start setting yourself up for that. So you guys, I want you to start asking yourself these questions. These are really important questions I want you to ask yourself. First question is, what type of client do I want to serve? Right? Are you interested in the wedding space? Is something about couples and like light you up? You love romance? Are you like this really soft, like dreamy type of person? Deeper into love in that space, right? If that's you, then you need to start finding couples in your city or in your area, right? Your friend who got a boyfriend and you be like, oh my God, they are just so couples goals. Like get them and plan out an entire shoot for them, right? Straight up for free, plan out an entire project for them. Do you want to serve business owners, right? If I'm personally in the branding space, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it took me a while to figure out that this is the space that I want to be in. But when I figured out that this is the space I want to be in, I knew that the people that I needed to be shooting with and shooting for, I don't always need to be working with the best model in the city, right? Because my clients aren't always going to be top tier models, right? But I needed to create work and bodies of work that represents the type of clients that I wanted to attract. That is how I started shooting with more intention. All right, step 3, right? what now we're talking about who you want to thinking about the type of client that you want to serve. The next thing that you want to think about is your lighting, you guys. What lighting setup am I intentionally trying to practice? Now this goes back and forth to the point of like shooting for fun versus shooting with intention. It works both ways, y'all. There is a point in time where you are going to have to go from shooting for fun to when you start shooting with intention. You want to learn and understand lighting. Learn and understand lighting. I cannot express it enough. Your camera does not matter. Lenses do matter, and your lighting are key things that are going to make or break your portfolio. Point blank, period. Those few things, your lighting, your camera lenses, and your composition, and your editing. Honestly, those are the key things that can make or break your portfolio. I will emphasize this. I can't emphasize this enough. Learn lighting and develop your lighting skills as much as possible, because when I talked about style previously, that ties lighting also ties back into style, right? So as you're developing your style and you're creating a niche for yourself and you're creating a lane for the type of client that you want to serve, lighting is gonna early on that I wanted to serve brands, and a lot of those brands either shoot with high contrast lighting, and they want clean, professional images. People do not branding. I mean, depends on what brand you're shooting for, but the type of clients that I want to serve, they don't want that soft and dreamy wedding style type of photography, right? The natural lighting style type of photography, right? That's not them. So what I knew what the type of person I wanted to serve based on the pictures that I saw. So find representation of the type of work that you want to do and start studying that lighting of that person, right? Watch y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I did two things. If you want to grow and develop your lighting skills, I do two things. One, I be watching people's pages like a mug. And if they post a BTS, I'm still in a light setup, period. I'm gonna steal their light setup. I'm gonna go rent the equipment. I'm gonna go try it. And I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know what their camera settings are or nothing, but I was just trying it. That's the makeshift way to do it. The second way to do it, you guys take classes. I cannot emphasize that enough. Invest in your education. If you are not investing in your education, you are playing yourself. Yeah, I cannot tell you, I can show y'all bank statements to show you how many lighting classes I've taken to understand and develop myself in the lighting space. Like that will make or break you. So make sure you're paying attention to that. I already talked about models slightly, but I'm going to emphasize it again. Does the models reflect the type of clients that you want to serve? Ask yourself that question. And then last but not least, wardrobe, right? So we overlooked a lot of the simple details like wardrobe, set design, and planning, but all that boils down to, and what I'm going to challenge you guys today. This is a challenge before y'all walk away from here, is I challenge all of you guys to start creating mood boards for every single one of your shoots, no matter what. Every single one. Mood boards are not that complicated. And I will be actually offering something you guys that's going to help you develop if you feel like you struggle with planning out your own shoots, whether it comes down to the logistics, the lighting, the finding models, makeup artists, and stylists, all that. I have my own something that I'm going to be implementing as well with you guys. So just stay tuned for that at the end of this call. But that's going to be, I'm challenging every single last one of you for every single test shoot that you do this year. Practice just building out a mood board, building out a team, and that's going to help you to start showing up more intentionally. So that way you're not just shooting just to shoot and just free willing nilly everything. Next, let's talk about the second step of this, y'all. This is going to be, oh, y'all, this is getting good. Okay, so before I continue on, drop a just to make sure I still have you guys and you're still paying attention. We got 18 people on this call. Drop a 1 in the chat box if you're getting value from this so far. I know we're just getting started, y'all. Just talking about portfolio is just a beginning. So drop a 1 in the chat box if you're getting value from this so far. And we're gonna move on to part 2. All right, all right. I see him coming in. Let's go, let's go. All right, I love it. All right, cool. So let's talk about part 2. We're talking about developing systems, right? So you guys, your systems is the foundation of your business, point blank, period. I'm a huge, huge, huge advocate that God will not give you more than what you can handle. I'm going to say it again. God will never give you more than what you can handle. He will never put more on your plate than what you can eat, baby. And if you cannot handle, let's say a lot of people, everybody in here wants to be a full-time photographer, right? Everybody, not everybody, but majority of the people on this call want to be a full-time photographer. You want to be serious about your business. You want to take yourself to the next level in this space. But I can promise you that there might be a lot of people on this call who are not ready to, or you cannot handle the amount or large influx of clients once they come in. If you were to get about 10 inquiries this week and every last one of them were to book you immediately, will you ask yourself this question? Will you be able to handle and manage every single last one of them and give them a quality experience? I think that is so important, you guys. So, so, so important. So, in order to do that, you need to have systems in your business. Before you start booking clients, I think you can do this simultaneously while you're finding clients, but before you like really get into it, you need to have a system to where how to intake those clients. Sending Zelles and Cash App ain't gonna cut it. It ain't gonna cut it. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. You cannot track your client experience. You cannot have organization, having email chains, so many different factors as to why you do not want people cash apping you and zelling you. And it's simply put, you guys, it looks unprofessional. It does look just simply look unprofessional. And you want to start showing up and as a representation of yourself. Another thing with taxes, it's just not cute, baby. And you want to also track yourself, right? Track how much money you're making and going in and out of your business. Start taking it seriously like you're a business. So we're going to talk about it. Okay. So whether or not you want people to, let's talk about just setting up two different systems, right? I'm going to start with your booking systems, right? There's two ways you can go about it. You can have people instantly book you, or you can have people submit an inquiry form. And there's, like I said, there's two ways to go about it. And I'm going to tell you which one works better for the type of person that you are. There is no, I don't care what people say, there is no wrong way of doing it. It just all depends on the type of person that you are. No, because I don't have the right. Okay, I'm thinking I'm missing a few messages in the group chat. All right, cool. So actually, I skipped the point before we get into talking about that. You guys, another thing is people want to be able to, for like majority of people will not book you if your booking process isn't easy. Like they should immediately come to your Instagram page, see your page and be like, oh, she's a photographer. Oh, she's dope. Oh, how do I book her? Oop, cha-ching. Swipe card easily. That's half the job. Like I'm being honest with you. So if you don't have that set up, you are missing out on a lot of clients because if it's hard to book you, and if it's like a bunch of back and forth and all the other stuff, you're gonna miss out on a lot of work. And I've been there. I've been that person where I'm like, oh, well, what do you want to do? Oh, well, let me wait so I can go type this thing up and create your invoice. And it'll take me 2 hours to create an invoice because I didn't have a system to do it for me. And 2 hours go by and they might find another photographer or whatever that might be. But yeah, getting back into talking about which system works best for you, instant book or inquiry form. If you are instant book girly, you are just right now, instant book is like, I'm just trying to build my clientele right now, right? Like book me immediately. I'm not really so deposits are painful. Always deposits. I personally have people submit deposits. I don't make them pay in full up front. That is also a teacher's own, but majority of me and my colleagues and everybody that I know pretty much do deposits. I don't particularly I've never particularly met anybody who's like paid in full unless you're working on a large commercial project. And that's a totally different lane that I'm not going to be able to discuss. But talking about, oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I was supposed to say this at the beginning. Q&A. We're going to do a Q&A at the end. So if you do have serious questions, like just hold on to them. I promise you guys we're going to do a Q&A and I'm going to be able to, we'll love to answer some of your questions. Okay, cool. So talking about instant book. Great. Instant book is a great option if you want to book clients instantly, right? If you want to book clients quickly. I don't recommend it if you're going to have a high ticket price point for an instant book. But if you're like, I'm still more of a generalist, I haven't really exactly found my niche or my style just yet, but people are requesting to book me. Instant book is the option for you, right? I think that is a great option for you. One ways you can do it: Pocket Suites is an option. Acuity is a great option. I was a Acuity girly for about a year, you guys, before I switched over. But now I'm going to talk about not but also that is Instant Book, but also we can talk about inquiry forms. So talking about getting into talking about whether if you are a inquiry form type of photographer, that is you are inquiry form girly if you want to be picky about the type of about who you choose to work with you and what type of clients you want to work with, and you just basically want to vet your clients. I personally like to vet my clients. I like to vet the people who are coming in to work with me. I do not personally I personally don't advertise birthday shoots. And I personally don't want to always take those. Like, honestly, if I know you, if I like, it's like a personal thing, then I will definitely do your birthday shoot. But I don't want it just anybody free willy nilly booking me. And then it's like, oh, it's a birthday shoot. What that left me is story time. I used to do a lot of those, but I was like trying so hard to break into the branding space. I was like, why can't I do so? Well, I was doing a ton of birthday shoots. So all my portfolio, majority of my portfolio work was birthday shoots. And so that is not indicative of working with brands. So yeah, so and a lot of that came from just having people book me, just run off all the dang on time. So I implemented inquiry forms, just put a barrier of entry in, and that way I can just see who's coming in. When they submit inquiry form, people can leave their contact information, what type of project, when do they want to shoot it. You can include stuff like budgets. My favorite system, this is my tried and true, y'all, my tried and true, and I'm going to drop this in the chat box. If you are not a HoneyBook girly yet, you need to be a HoneyBook girl today. You need to be, what was before? Oh, Pocket Suite. Pocket Suite was before that. You're going to be a HoneyBook girl today. I'm dropping this in the chat box. You guys, if you are not on HoneyBook, go ahead and copy this link and sign up today. This is high key the best CRM system, hands down. Whether you are an Instant Book girly or inquiry form girly, there, HoneyBook, you can do both there. You can use lead forms and capture forms and do the same thing there and set it up there, and it's amazing. You can also follow up with your clients. You can also reach out to them instantly, create templates. I've created service guides for all my clients where I can instantly send out, even if it's coming in a DM and people bypass my inquiry form, you still immediately receive a service guide that I created in HoneyBook. It's incredible. It's amazing. You will look extremely professional to all your clients by having it. That's me. HoneyBook is that girl to me. Go ahead and copy that link if you don't have it and go sign up today and get your HoneyBook set up. 10 out of 10 recommend. I've been using it for years and I will never go back. You're not seeing me switch up, period. Yeah. All right. So second part of systems, you guys, we're going to talk about, now that we've talked about, setting up a CRM system, having your CRM system. So when people come in, they can instantly and easily book you and just access you. The second part of this, you guys, is setting up your website. Setting up your website. Boom. So website, you guys, this is a must-have for every single photographer. Like I said, I'm taking back to the basics. So website, drop a 2 in the chat box if you are your website set up. I need to see 18 2s. We got 18 people to see 8 website. After this, I'm going to talk about what's everything that you need to have on your website. But like, I just need to make sure y'all, please, even if you're obvious, please make sure you got a website. Instagram, you do not own your domain on social media. You do not own your social media account. That is your @ name, everything, but you do not own that. Instantly, we hear these horror stories every single day. People's accounts get hacked all the time. So make sure you have your website set up and ready to go in any case that you are not able to access your Instagram page. So let's talk about it. What 4 things? I think these 4 things consist of a good website, right? You don't have to overthink it. I think very early on, a lot of people make the mistake of overthinking that you need to have this like perfect website. Everything needs to be set up and everything needs to be set up perfectly and beautifully. You need to have the greatest portfolio. I can tell y'all this now. I'm always constantly upgrading and updating my website since I started photography. Probably every, if not every single quarter, every single year, every single month, I'm making some changes, something different. So don't get caught up in the perfectionist phase that you do not take action. Going back to what I said before, take action. That's it. Take action, whether it's small, whether it's big, just take action. And so, how are you going to take action? You guys put these 4 things on your website. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't. Oh, my little banner looking a little ghetto, y'all. Hold on, let me fix this. Let me fix this because she can't be looking like that. She cannot be looking like that. Okay, cool. Hold on. I'm gonna throw some commas in there, and then we're gonna get her together. We're gonna get her together. Don't worry, y'all. Voila, we got her together. Okay, these are the 4 things that you need to have on your website. First things first, your portfolio, right? We talked about earlier building your portfolio that attracts your quality clients or attracts the clients that you want to serve. That is where it's going to go. Is on your website. Put that portfolio up there, girl. Point front and center. Front and center. Second thing, your contact form. How are people getting in contact with you? Right? And I'm gonna try to share my screen. Let me see. Where the share screen feature, y'all? Extra slides, extra camera, share screen. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up before I start sharing my screen. But you guys, the second most important thing is go ahead and set up your portfolio. Make sure that portfolio is front and center on the top of your page. Your contact form is the next thing. We talked about it, setting up your CRM and getting the system in place. That is going to enable you to be able to set up a contact form on your website. How are people going to be able to reach you and getting connected with you when they're interested in booking you? The third thing, have reviews. Have reviews just yet. If you do not have reviews just yet, y'all, all I'm gonna say is maybe ask your cousin, auntie to go ahead and write your review. All right, cool. If you can make sure you guys let me know if you guys can see my screen. I'm gonna just show y'all a little bit. Mine is like I said, a little bit more focused on the type of clients that I want to serve. So this is a bit more advanced, but here you can see clearly as soon as you come to my website, my portfolio is up front and center. You can see the work. You can scroll down. It's not overcomplicated, you guys. It's not overcomplicated, right? So portfolio front and center. Immediately get in touch. It's a top button I have at the top of my screen. Get in touch with me. And immediately as you can scroll down, you can get in contact. So this is immediately what you see at the top of my portfolio, my top of my page. Once again, I mentioned portfolio, so you can come in and see more portfolio work if you want to, right? And there's a clear focus on the type of work that I do and the type of clients that I serve and the work that I like to do. At the bottom, honestly, I put more of my editorial work and other things like that towards the bottom because once again, personally, this is for me personally. Everybody is so different, but me personally, that is not indicative of the type of clients that I want to track, right? People like that. It's cute, makes for great likes, but honestly, and then I mentioned this before, reviews, you guys. I was talking about this, but make sure you have reviews on your page. Have somewhere where people have like talked about you, raved about you. If you don't have a ton of reviews just yet, then tell your cousin, type you up a review real quick. Be like, girl, go tell people that I'm like the best photographer in the world and go post it. Like, it don't got to be that complicated. And as you develop as a photographer, you're going to get reviews. They're going to come in. Take those and make sure you're sharing them on your website because people want to see that other people like working with you. If other people like working with you, they're going to want to work with you, period. And then the last piece was, hold on, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can see the about page, right? So keep it simple. About page. There you go. Uh-oh, am I still sharing? Nope, I'm not. Present screen. All right, here we go. Share screen. Boom. So about me page. It says here it's super simple. Honestly, I think my about me page is too long. I'm going to shorten it, but honestly, y'all, I haven't felt like it. But like I said, your Websites always a work. I think it's an important part of your system to have. Um, yeah, it's an important part of your system to have is to have those things set up and have those in place. Okay. So we're still good. Everyone's still here with me. Y'all paying attention. Y'all know if you've been on the Zooms before, y'all know how I am with my numbers. Y'all know how I am with the numbers, so I'm gonna keep saying it, but I just need to make sure y'all are here. And on top of that, I can't see y'all faces, so I need to make sure y'all here. So drop a one in the chat box if y'all here with me. All right, cool, cool, cool. I want to make sure y'all still paying attention because the next one is I'm not seeing. Okay, cool. Okay, it's just slow. All right, cool. So let's talk about setting your price. Lord Jesus, y'all. This one right here is this is the one, right? I get this question so many times about setting your price. And you guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be 1,000% honest with you. There is no one right or wrong way to do this, okay? But I'm going to give you a formula that you can use that's straightforward, that's simple, and that is like should be the foundation of everything else that you do that you build upon your price, right? So, setting your price, the first thing that you want to consider, right? The factors you want to consider before setting your price. This is the first thing. What is your cost of doing business? What is your, like, we're getting, like I say, you guys, this is Money Shot Monday. So, we're going to talk about the business aspect of this. What does it cost you to run and operate your business? How much does your equipment cost you, right? Do you have a studio membership? What type of subscriptions do you use? Yo, I have a CODB, cost of doing business calculator, right? That I will not be dropping here, but I will be dropping it later. And I'm going to tell you how you're going to get access to it. But I want you to determine, write down, sit down with yourself and think about how much does it cost you to do business and operate your business. And another thing I'm going to touch on with this is a bonus point, right? And this is something I wish somebody told me a whole lot sooner. When I'm calculating my cost of doing business, I don't want to calculate what it costs me to be in this current state of business right now. I want you to think about where you want your business to be as you're innovating, right? What is it going to cost you to innovate your business? That's another question. Please write that down. What is it going to cost me to innovate my business? If you don't know what that means, I'm going to explain it a little bit. As you're growing as a photographer, you don't have to start off with the best equipment, but you want to eventually evolve into having better equipment. You want to grow you want to grow into having better equipment. You want to grow into having being able to pay for ads. You want to be able to pay for coaching. You want to be able to pay for different things that's going to allow you to continually build your business. But however, if you are only setting your price for where you currently are, you are only maintaining where you currently are, or having enough for where you currently are. If you want to grow and evolve, you want to set your prices and determine your cost of business for where you want to be. Does that make sense, y'all? Make sure, just let me know. Like, yeah, Mecca, that makes sense in the comment section. Let me know. Let me know. I need to make sure that makes sense to y'all because okay, cool, cool, cool. All right. I just want to make sure because I'm like, that is super important. And no one really told me that when I like first started. So I'm just like, I was always like, dang, why have I not growing? Why am I not this? Because I didn't have the money to innovate, you guys. And that's really important. Like, so when you set your price, set it like that. The second thing you want to determine is your personal expenses. How much does it cost you to live every month? Is your rent, your car note, your gas, all that. Another thing, put taxes on the top. And I'm not talking about that cute little slogan that says, set your price and add tax. No, baby, the real taxes, right? How much is going to cost you every month in taxes based off the amount of money that you want to make per month, right? And then put taxes on top and then determine that monthly number after whatever that taxes is going to be. For example, right? If I wanted to make $10,000 every single month, what I'm going to do is put 10K and then I'm going to add the 0.35 tax percentage on top. So that means I need to make 13K every single month in order to make $10,000 a month. Do not be putting $10,000 a month and you don't incorporate taxes, because baby, that's gonna look like a real smooth 8K, 7K. And that's a big difference. Put the taxes on top. Put the taxes there. We're gonna determine that part, okay? And then finally, the last step, you guys, is how many times do you want to shoot per week? Just ask yourself, how often do I want to be shooting every single week, right? That's going to help you. Like, hey, I can honestly manage 3 to 4 shoots a week, 4 to 5 shoots a week, right? I can shoot every single day of the week, 7 days a week. Cool. That's cool. If that's how many shoot days you can have per week, no days off, you are in your grind mode, then baby, go off. Booked and busy, go off. Baby, for me personally, I'm a 2 to 3 times a week kind of girl. I don't want to do more than that. So what I'm going to do is take 2 to 3 times a week, or 3 times a week, 3 times 4 times per month. That's 12 times per month, and divide whatever that monthly goal is, divide that by the amount of shoots that you want to shoot per week for that month, or shoot per month. So for me, if it's 12, I want to make $10,000 a month. So I'm going to do around 13,000 divided by 12. My minimum session should be no less than $1,000. Don't leave the house. And you guys, whatever that number comes up for you, stand on business for that number, because that's the hard part. It's not about determining the number, setting the price. You guys, it's a lot of times it's quoting the price. It's about taking action on that price and doing what you say you're going to do. Stand on business. Y'all be saying it, but then when people be like, what's your price? And you be like hesitant to say it. Like, throw that price anxiety out the window and let's go. Let's go. Drop some in the chat box if you've dealt with price anxiety. Like, just be like me if you've been there, because baby, it's ghetto. It's better. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So let's keep it going. All right. So then next point, you guys, next point. We're going to talk about, we're into stage 3. We talked about building your portfolio. We talked about building your portfolio. We've talked about why am I losing my mind right now? Developing your systems and setting your price, right? So I hope y'all got notes for all 3 of those. Building your portfolio, developing your systems, setting your price. The next thing that we're wanting to do, and honestly, you guys, I intentionally put these things in order because I don't want you skipping these steps. Don't start looking for clients. Well, honestly, you can do them simultaneously, but at the same time, don't like go full-fledged. I'm trying to find clients if you don't have these things in place first. Please, I beg, okay? Do not. Now we're going to talk about finding the clients, right? We're talking about marketing, you guys, right? What to do after you've set up your portfolio. You've like, I'm confident. I got a good body of work. I know what to do. I also have my systems in place. I'm ready to take on clients. I can handle it once I do. I have my prices set. Now I want to start building my book of clients, AKA marketing. Okay. AKA marketing, y'all. And if y'all know me, I'm a marketing girly. I love this topic. And I have fun with it because I genuinely enjoy it, because I've learned it. I've understood it. It took me a second, but I've understood it. I learned it, and I've been able to generate a lot of business from understanding how marketing works. Talking about the first piece of it, because this is the number one way that I market my business, and I find clients. Clients find me. People find me, and I attract people. So the number one way that I do that is through social media. I'm a social media girly. And y'all, I can probably tell you that social media, somebody said I'm horrible at marketing. I feel you, fiercely natural. I feel you, girl. But I'm going to help you. We're going to help. So talking about social media is the first part of this. How many guys feel like you struggle a little bit? Drop a 1 in the chat box if you feel like social media is just, it's just a little like, it's a thing. It's a thing. It's a lot going on there, right? You use it for personal, but you also need to use it to build your business. So it becomes overwhelming at times. Like, Period. We're gonna turn up on social media. Thank you, Brie. I love you, girl. Okay, cool. So I see a few people said I'm struggling just a little bit on social media. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what to do. The first thing you want to do is to not overwhelm yourself with when it comes to social media, and how to start showing up consistently and having people find you, right? You want people to find you. You don't want to go out and be finding people. Well, actually, we're gonna do a little bit of both. But I want you to pick 1 or 2 platforms and master that. Honestly, one is enough, but 1 to 2 platforms and get good at that. You do not need to be on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube, Twitter, Threads. What else is there? Tumblr. You don't need to be everywhere, baby. We're gonna reel it in. We're gonna reel it in. Pick 1 to 2 platforms and get good at that. The jack of all trades but the master of none definitely applies to social media. And when you're starting out, don't overwhelm yourself by trying to be everywhere. Especially if you don't have a system, right? Going back to the whole system point. Second thing, yeah, like I said, you want to pick 1 or 2 platforms. You want to master that. The second thing you want to do is create a system for it, create a strategy for it, right? You guys, last year, within a 1 month time span, I need to pull up the stats, but within a 1 month time span, I went from 6,000 followers to about 10,000 followers within about a month time span. And I'm going to tell you how I did that. I had a strategy, right? There's no way I'm able to post consistently every single day or almost 3 to 5 times per week without a strategy. And I'm going to tell you the only way you're going to grow on any social media platform is simply consistency, you guys. And today I don't have time to go over this in-depth strategy, but I'm going to tell you there will be a way for you to access it and get information about that strategy after the call. So stay tuned to the end. But yes, you guys, you need to have some sort of strategy that you can implement as you're growing on social media. Because one thing is in order to grow, you have to take not just taking action, but you want to be able to take intentional action is the important part. When you're taking action, yes, that is still the key word of today is take action. I'd rather you show up than to not do anything at all. But when you're just taking action, you're in a sort of a trial and error phase, right? Which is nothing wrong with that. But the trial and error phase oftentimes can be frustrating because you're always constantly figuring things out. But when you have intentional action, meaning like, I know who I'm serving, I know who I'm talking to, I know what type of content I need to be posting. I know what times of days I'm going to be posting it, right? Then that allows you to take intentional action, and that allows people to start showing up and finding you. So that's a really key part with social media. So if you find yourself struggling with that just a little bit, that's probably why. And you really just need a strategy. That's it. It doesn't have to be complicated. And it doesn't have to be hard. You just have to implement a strategy. And honestly, the algorithm, it's not broken. There's nothing wrong with it. You just got to start talking to the right people, talking to the people that you want to serve and getting them to find you. Second thing is now we're going to talk a little bit about social media is a super important thing. But if the key points of talking about social media is having a strategy and just showing up consistently. Right. Once you have the strategy, it's about taking intentional action and just showing up every single day consistently. Whether you are posting in your story, posting on your page, posting behind the scenes content, taking people to set with you guys, it doesn't have to be complicated. Just start somewhere and start taking action. The next thing is get offline. So this is perfect for my girlies who said, I do not like social media. Social media is challenging for me. Well, it's a balance of both. Like I tell people, one of the big mistakes that I made is that I got very comfortable with social media because my strategy was working. That I got comfortable and I stopped trying to network with people. I stopped trying to network with people offline or network with people in real life. Right. I was like, I'm going to be a hermit because I already got my content posted. I've already, my clients, they follow me, none of that. Get offline and go find people. I had to go through a rut season for God to really show me like, no, girl, like get in your bag. Like, and if you're not finding your clients online, if people not finding you, then I'm going to encourage you guys to get creative. And I'm going to talk about how you can do that, right? Getting offline. If you've been on a Money Shot Monday call before, y'all have heard me talk about it. I am a huge advocate of showing up to events. If you want to step into the wedding space, you need to find every single wedding convention that's going on. You need to be there with your business cards ready to go and ready to talk to every single vendor in that place. If you want to get into branding, you need to be at every single networking event, business professionals, realtor professionals, like every single one of them. Go, not every single one, obviously, but like, start showing up to these things, y'all, and get going in person, bring your business cards and talking to people. Your personality and your being who you are is gonna book you clients faster than sometimes than your portfolio will. Your portfolio will be the follow-up and be like, I'm a photographer. Oh, I like you. You're a photographer. Oh, and you have great work. It's a no-brainer. People are going to want to work with you. You just have to start showing up to these places and connecting and building your network, making friends, and start talking to people. It's that simple. And another thing is, I put this in my notes, but I think I'm going to say this. You have to constantly be pitching yourself. Not everywhere you go, obviously, like have some discretion, but be ready to talk, be your own walking billboard, right? No one's going to promote your business. Don't expect anybody else. Don't expect anybody else to be your billboard, be your own walking billboard, and go talk about yourself and talk about yourself as if you are that girl. So go talk to and tell the world that you are that girl and start showing up as that girl. Period. Like, stop playing yourself. You play yourself sitting at home and not putting yourself out there and telling people what you do. Like, go, especially for my Atlanta girlies, baby. If you don't get on the Eventbrite because they are hosting events every single week, there's something going on. And guess who's gonna be there? I will. One thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show up to an event with my business cards ready to talk to somebody. And if you're coming along with me, let's go. Let's go. And I have something for my girlies. If you want to come along with me, if you want to know what key events you should be going to start meeting some of the people that you want to ideally work with, then we're gonna talk about that at the end. So just make sure you stay tuned. That's all I'm gonna say. But the point of the matter is, no matter what city you're in, there are resources to be able to find what's going on, to network with people and get offline and go make you some friends. Finally, the last piece of that I'm going to say is, like I said, being a part of communities, even if it's not just intentionally showing up to networking events. If you are into working out, if you're into hobbies like sports, kickboxing, whatever that is, then that's another great way to network offline as well. I've found that your next client is on the other side of a conversation that has nothing to do with your business. I tell my clients that, and I'm telling that to you guys. Is that it has nothing to do with your business. So go join clubs, you guys. Get in the community and get a part of circles and get a part of things and start telling people what you do. That is the easiest way to do it. Last and finally, we've talked about marketing, you guys. We're getting to the end. So please make sure y'all stick around. I just need to make sure y'all still paying. Y'all don't even drop a number. Just drop a random emoji just to make sure that I know y'all are still here. Y'all are still listening and y'all are getting value from this. That's the biggest thing. Drop something to let me know y'all are getting value. Because we're getting to our last and final point. Okay, I like these emojis. I like these. She got the bottle popping. She got the okay. I love it. All right, cool. So let's get into the last and final point. Y'all, what are we going to talk about? Right? Client retention, right? So we've built our portfolio, right? We put the systems in place, right? We set our pricing. We started working on our marketing, right? Now the last and final piece of this is client retention. Y'all, going out and finding clients all the time is exhausting. It's exhausting. And what they call it is customer acquisition. That's the fancy term from it. It's called client acquisition, and there's a cost to it. It's called a client acquisition cost, CAC. Your client acquisition cost. How much is it costing you to find new clients? And if it's not costing you money, it's dang skippy gonna cost you in time. So how do you cut your client acquisition costs? Is by client retention. retain the clients that you have. Okay. Retain the clients that you have. And I'm telling you, and this is how you're going to do it, right? You're going to remind yourself that you are in the business of building relationships, right? You are constantly building relationships with people. Everywhere you go, you are going to be, and I'm talking, I know this is going to be hard for my introvert girlies. I love y'all and I feel for you, but get out your shell, girl, and start building relationships. If not by just like randomly, you don't have to be bubbly, but give your clients a great experience, right? Whether you are still charging $50 for a photo shoot, or you charging $1,000 for a photo shoot, that $50 client and that $1,000 client both need to have a top tier experience with you. Because I can attest to you that someone who's booked me for a $50 session, when I up my prices years later, they still booked with me. And they still referred me out to their friends, and they still want to continue to work. And I can tell you 50% of the clients that I worked with last year were repeat clients. They weren't always me actually having to always go out and go find people. So, what you want to do, and the easiest and free way to do this and build client retention, y'all, it's simple. And this, and look, even better, y'all, even better, this one doesn't even require you to leave your house, right? It doesn't require nothing from you. So this is for all my introvert girlies too. Engage with them on social media. Engage with them. Follow, make sure you should be following every last one of your clients, every last person you've met, and just engage with them, right? Tell them happy birthday if it's their birthday. If they just got a job promotion, a promotion in their business, whatever that is, tell them congratulations. You better be their biggest cheerleader. And start treating them like they're your friends, right? Start treating them like how you would gas up your friend if she dropped a cute picture. Go gas up your client if she dropped one too. Like, do that. That's so simple and so easy. And I'm telling you, it's little, it's so small, but it definitely does keep you at the top of people's mind when they're like wanting to go book. The second thing is the onset experience, right? Like I said, whether they're a $50 client or $1,000 client, they're gonna have an amazing, they're gonna come to set and have an amazing experience, right? So that's what you want to do. You want to give them an amazing onset experience, right? So you need to, are you 100% professional? Do you show up on time, right? Are you showing up 20 minutes late to your shoot? Hmm? Hmm? Is the light set up when they get there? Is this light set up and ready to go when they get there? I know it's a little hard if you're renting a studio, so that's not always possible, but at least be ready at the door with your lights in front of the door, ready to go. You set it up real quickly so that way you're not like eating away their time or and eating away their shoot time. Just make sure everything is ready to go. Are you being kind and respectful and helpful to them, right? People love it on set. Like I see some of the Black Girl Shoot members in here and they've who've been on set with me, like Nia and Tia, and they know that people just want to know that you're going to be there for them and be helpful, right? A lot of people, and I'm sure even you guys, do not do photo shoots every single day, meaning you're in front of the camera every single day. And I just recently did my own brand shoot, and it's not always the most comfortable place to be. It's very uncomfortable. So make sure they're having an amazing experience. People will love you for it and they'll remember you for that. And bonus point, you'll get reviews. Those reviews help you build your website, help you to attract more clients. So simply give great customer service. And the only reason why I want to put an emphasis, and I added this to the call, is because we've seen Keith Lee come to Atlanta and drag Atlanta for our restaurants, and then the hairstylist girlies were dragged next. Y'all, client retention is going to be super, super, super important. So make sure that when you are, you just know basic customer service. That's really it, y'all. It ain't got to be complicated. Um, and then last but not least, you guys, the on-set experience, but I'm big on having my email list ready to go. So majority, every last one of my clients, once again, going back to having your CRM and everything set up, have your email list ready. Or that allows you to add your clients to an email list. Same thing, I've created other ways to add more people who aren't my clients to my email list. And I'm constantly giving resources, giving value, giving information, just different things to add value to people's experience. So that way they want to always come back and continue to work and continue to get information. That's it. Or wanting to continue to work. Um, So yes, you guys, make sure that you're giving your clients a quality experience. All that, the things that's going to aid in doing all of those pieces is building yourself a quality portfolio. We're going to just go back over again. Building yourself a quality portfolio. Um, have your systems in place, you guys. Set your price and marketing and get a strategy for that, and client retention. Once you get those five things up and going and started, you guys, your photography business will be well on the way. However, there are things, I'm well aware that there are things in between. Well, before I get into that, y'all let me make sure y'all are here. Drop a one in the chat box if y'all gotten value from all those tips. You've taken notes and it's been good. Yeah, right? We're about to get into Q&A, but I just want to make sure that y'all have gotten value from all this information, y'all. Please let me know if y'all did, because your girl put a lot of time into this. So let me know if y'all really getting information from this. I just be wanting to know. Okay. All right, the girlies are getting information. I love it. I love it. All right, I don't see 21 ones. Let me see. I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just kidding. But no, but yes, you guys, those are the key incremental parts of building your photography business. Now, getting into the last piece of this. Between all of this, there are things that there are skill sets within each of one of these categories that you want to develop. Yes, you want to have your HoneyBook and your CRM properly set up and your system set up in between there, right? And that is a whole piece. Having your website set up is a whole piece of it, right? And I want to work with you guys one-on-one, or not one-on-one, but I want to help 10. We have 20 people on this call, but I want to take 10 serious people. And I've seen a good handful of people who said, drop the 3 in the chat box, who said that they're serious about being a full-time photographer. And if that's you, then I'm looking for 10 people, right, that I want to personally mentor and take on and coach and help you develop your photography business from start to finish. We're going to go in depth in each one of these 5 points over the next 4. We're going to spend 4 weeks together going over each and every single one of these points, going from building your portfolio. So we're going to have 1 day lighting class, and then you're going to have a slew of homework and a full challenge on 3 different photo shoots that you need to do to build your effective portfolio that's going to help you start attracting clients. The second thing that we're going to go over, I'm sorry, you guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to pull it up because I want to make sure I'm telling you guys the right information. Week 1 is going to be all about building your portfolio. So we're going to go in depth together. So make sure you're not doing all this on your own, because a lot of times we struggle because we're just trying to figure everything out. And yes, I did say take action, but I did say take intentional action as well. So Week 1 is going to be all about building your portfolio. Week 2 is going to be all about setting up your systems and website, right? We're going to take a deep dive into your business personally, right? And we're going to talk about what systems, and we're going to go over HoneyBook in depth. We're going to go over what templates you need in depth. We're going to go over setting up pricing guides and setting up everything in depth together, setting up your website, and you will have homework for each and every single one of these weeks. Week 3 is going to be all about pricing and packaging. Right. So we're going to talk about your pricing and set up your pricing together, right, to make sure that it works for you and what you need. We're going to go over your cost of doing business and go over probably not personal expenses, but we're going to talk about that together and make sure in week 3, we're going to focus and talk only about that. The final thing we're going to talk about is client retention, marketing and client retention. So I mentioned earlier about building I mentioned earlier about having a strategy. I mentioned earlier strategy about building your marketing or marketing yourself online. And there is a strategy to it. I have it. I use it every single week and I implement it. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know that your girl, she don't waver when it comes to her posts. I'm going to show up every single week and I'm going to post every week, but there is a way that I do so that allows me to do so without feeling stressed, overwhelmed, worked up, and allow me to track the clients that I want to serve. So if that's you, like I said, I'm only taking 10 people to do this, right? This is going to be a 4-week boot camp that I want to implement. I'm going to share the link in the group chat, right? Enrollment opens up on January 19th. So it opens up on Friday. I'm dropping the link in the group chat to go ahead and you can check it out, check out the flyer, and you can also sign up for the wait list, right? The people on the wait list. So if you're on this call, it's a bonus for you. because the people on the wait list will be the first people to know as soon as enrollment opens up, right? You'll have everything you need to get started, you guys. And the price that I'm doing this at is literally unbelievable. If you've been working with me before in the past, you know that I don't do anything that's super expensive, because the main thing that I focus on is about giving you guys as much value as possible. And I understand where I was when I first got started with photography. I knew where I was, and the only thing I really wanted was help and mentorship. And I wish somebody would have reached out and gave me a helping hand. So, knowing where I was and where it is like to be in your shoes and your position, and wanting to be full time and be serious about your business, and really start making real income from this and cash flow and everything. I don't want to, I'm not here to just take, I really want to give more value than anything else. However, your girl can't do it for free. Like, come on now. Um, so I'm going to be announcing that or the openings is going to open up. The spots are going to open up on Friday. 10 spots only, you guys. 10 spots. So make sure you are paying attention. You're ready to go. You will get more information along the way, but you guys are first to find out. So if you're that person, I'm serious about going full time, I really want to be a part of this, drop boot camp in the chat box. This is a 4-week boot camp, you guys. We're going to spend some time together and get to know each other real bad. Real bad. I'm just kidding. But drop boot camp in the chat box. If you're that person and you really want to be a part of this, drop boot camp. Let me see who's paying attention. Who is here? Who is here? That's what I'm talking about. T is here. Marcella's here. Fiercely Natural. She said, I'm here. Do you know the price yet? So yes, I will tell you guys. Boot camp, boot camp, boot camp. I love it. I love it. I love it. Actually, I won't disclose it on the call. I'm gonna actually just send it out an email to the wait list. So make sure you just join the wait list. I'll add everything there and you have all the details. I like it. This is more than 10 people. I love it. All right, cool. So you guys, if you're ready, let's go. Like, I'm excited. Dang. You guys, okay, hold on. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Y'all, we have more than 10 people. Oh my God. All right. Don't worry, guys. I'm on Friday. It's gonna be go. Let's go. So yes, you guys join the list. An email will be going out tomorrow, or actually tonight, about all the details that you need to take action. And honestly, for you guys, for being on this call, and being the first people to hear it and actually showing up, like, this really means the world to me. I love these Money Shot Monday calls. I love being here, and I value you guys so much. Tonight, it's whoa, did it just clear out? Oh my God. Okay. We'll general enrollment is going to open up on Friday. So just email, and then yes, I'm excited. Thank you guys so much for, oh wait, before we hop off, Q&A. Oh my God, I'm tripping. I think I'm so excited about just being back here today, you guys. I totally forgot about Q&A. So y'all, we are on Q&A portion. Drop a question. This says, please hold your questions to the, if you have any questions down below. I think it's starting to glitch because we've been on here for a while. That's probably why they're trying to tell me, like, y'all need to get off. No. Okay, hold on. Y'all, am I still glitching? No. All right, it cut out a little bit on my end too. See, Zoom would never do us like that. Zoom. All right, am I back? All right, y'all. Let me know if I'm back. Drop a. Yeah, I was gonna say they probably just getting tired of me because we've been on here for about an hour and 19 minutes, so that's probably why. All right, cool. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so last thing I said was if you guys had any questions. So Q&A. If did y'all have any questions about anything that I went over today? Um, anything that you want to share? I know I'm sorry about the Wi-Fi issue. Will we still? Yes, we will still do these calls every single. Well, I'm sorry. We will do them every other Monday. You guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to start finding balance in my life, and I know every Monday is gonna be a lot. So I want to promise every other Monday is when we're gonna do these calls. This Monday will be back to back because we missed the first 2 Mondays of January. So I wanted to do at least two in January. So next Monday we will be here live again next Monday. But after next Monday, we're gonna do every other Monday. Any other questions though? Kitty, like, girl, we need you to show up. And on top of that, you guys, another thing is I can't show up every single Monday over giving the value that people are paying for. It's like my Mike got on me about that. He was like, "What are you doing, bro?" And I was like, "No, I love this. We." Oh yes. So next Monday, okay. So I'll tell you guys, give y'all a heads up. Next Monday we'll have we do have a guest next Monday. And I have another more guests in the works, but next Monday we will have a guest. Y'all want me to tell y'all who it's gonna be? I don't mind. Like y'all let me know. Drop a one in the chat box if y'all want to know who's coming up next Monday. So I know y'all gonna pull up. Be like, yeah, girl. Yeah, that's some Mike stuff he was saying. Yeah, drop a one. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So you guys, we have Adonis D in the coming into next Monday. If y'all don't know who Adonis is, make sure y'all go follow him on Instagram. He's absolutely amazing. Love him, so humble, such a great guy, and he's really knowledgeable about this space. And so we actually started around the same time, and we've grown in this space together. So I thought he'd be a great person to come in and really share his own experience and really give value and knowledge about what we do as photographers. So if y'all want to show up next week, then make sure y'all are here. And y'all, we're gonna talk to Adonis next week. And then I have a list of people that I'm gonna be bringing on here as well. But if there's anybody particularly y'all want to hear from or talk to, shoot me a DM because it ain't nothing to get people on here. So shoot me a DM. Yes. Well, you guys, without further ado, if no one else has any other questions, we're going to close out this call. I thank you guys so much for hopping on. I've really enjoyed this and I've loved this. Catch the recording on YouTube. It will be here immediately up after. It will be here immediately. So stay tuned. There's no waiting period because, like I said, this system is going to allow me to immediately just get it up on the platform. And I'm really excited. So make sure y'all are on the YouTube. And I'm going to, this is the same YouTube link, whatever y'all looking at here. So that's where it's going to go to. And yes, without further ado, don't forget, you guys, I'm going to be sharing in the email tonight about the 4-week boot camp. So make sure you are going to be y'all tuning in, paying attention. 3 slots are open up tomorrow. Full enrollment opens up on Friday. And yeah, let's go. Y'all, thank you for joining in on another Money Shot Monday. I love you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make my day when I get to talk to you guys and be on these calls with you guys. And good night. Y'all go get y'all some dinner and go relax and go take action. That's all I'm gonna say. Go take action.